Hello, 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 family. Boy, I have not been on here in what, a week, maybe 2 weeks. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody is doing well. Man, I've been busy, busy. Just putting some things together. I told you guys I wanted to go. I told, and I do. I don't believe that we can sit here and say that we want to go somewhere and not put the work in to do what we need to do to go. I have a girlfriend and she's doing some international um, it's an ISA, International Sales Associate or something. And she was talking to me about that. And I hope everybody's doing well. Like I said, I've been doing some things trying to get, things lined up to be able to do what I want to do, to what I need to do. And I had a girlfriend that was sitting up here talking to me about ISA, which is International Sales, and it's like a realtor internationally. And she's going to the DR and buying up land. And I was thinking of it, and she was, come on, Cassie, I want you to go, with that, with me. And I was thinking about it, and I told her, I said, well, my main focus is Africa. That is my main focus. I wanted to show you guys something. I hear people, and I know everybody got their taxes, right? Let me show you something. I go through Blacksett for my land, okay? And I have not, oh, wow, I've not had any problems going through Blacksett, okay, for my land. Let me put my cord up, you guys. It's acting crazy here. Came out the wall. But I want to show you guys a deal that Blacksett has, and she's talking about land, selling land for $1,000. And this is the Busara. And I don't want to play it. You drive your car past thousands of people. Hold on, you guys. I don't want to play it, but I want to show you guys something. And look at this title here. Look at this title. Can you guys see that? Okay. Look at that. Buying land, new home in Africa, Gambia, Busara for $1,000 per plot. Okay. I do not want to hear anybody else say what they can't do. I don't want to hear it. You have jobs now that you can get to work anywhere in the world. I switched from one job to another so that I can do that. I was in Mexico for 3 weeks. That's still not a place I want to go, but I have somebody that moved there. If that's your thing, that's your thing. But that's not my thing. And I was there helping the person move for 3 weeks. And it was nice, but it wasn't Africa. I don't like to live around certain people. If I can live around them, I can live around America. I can stay here. But I want to be around blackity black. And I don't want to hear anybody say that they can't afford to go to Africa. I don't want to hear you say there's jobs all over. You can do a remote job, and you can also think about starting your small business in Africa. You can start a foundation here, which is also something. I have so many things that I'm really doing right now that is a lot, and that's why I haven't been on, to do lives. I'm doing the foundation, and the foundation is going to be where I'm helping Black men, boys, starting at age 13 to 25, and I'm going to train them how to work with some plumbers. I'm going to work with electricians, and I'm going to work with carpenters that's going to donate their time at first to help some young boys get their credentials so that they can open up their own business. That is the part of the foundation. But a girlfriend of mine is allowing me to work up under her for a minute, just until I can get to understand what I'm doing. So she's helping me out. And you know what? Black folk do work together because we can't do any of this by ourselves. Okay. So I don't know why we think that we can get things done by ourselves. Everybody else, every other group that I know work as a group, as a whole, right? To get to to where they're trying to go. We are the only ones in the world that want to work and do things by ourselves. I am a team player. I don't believe in that I need to do anything by myself. I don't believe in reinventing the wheel. The wheel's already invented. So my girlfriend came to me and she said, Cassie, I know what you're trying to do. Come up under me and let's do it this way. Hey, I'm good. Let's go. So another one of my girlfriends is going to come along with me, and we're creating my foundation. We're creating it now. And I have a girlfriend that's going to stay here and work it here because she doesn't have a desire to go to Africa. Everybody does not. And that's okay. I don't care. It's all about me right now. I don't care if you want to go. If you don't. I don't care. Okay. But I figured if I take it over there, I can also help the young men there. And it's going to be a nonprofit, but I really do want to do something different. So it's a lot of things that I'm doing right now. Still doing the traveling, my timeshare, still renting that out. And, I told you I'm putting things in place. And I don't believe that we can say that we want to do something and go somewhere without putting things in place to be able to do that. Okay. And I just showed you Jillian Blackson has land for $1,000. I bought my land through her. I paid a little more, but I'm looking at that and I'm like, well, dang, I should have waited and I could have got my land for $1,000. But it's okay. It's okay. But investigate, do your homework, apply for $1,000. Some of you guys got $5,000 for your taxes, right? Some people got $10,000 for your taxes. Why not take 1,000 and invest it in some land? Why not? You gotta at least, you know what I hear people saying, with this food shortage coming, quote unquote, well, God will take care of me. And remember the man that was sinking in the boat and he died, right? And he went to heaven and asked God, "Why didn't you save me?" He said, "Well, I said what, three things?" He said, "I sent you. I don't know what the three things was. I know he sent the boat, right? I know he sent the boat. I don't know the other two things that he said, but he sent the boat, right?" And he said, "Why didn't you get on that?" I sent the boat. You sent the boat out. You didn't get on the boat. Didn't even think about getting on the boat. And then you looking at me like, "Why didn't I save you?" I tried three different ways to save you. So I'm just saying, we want to do some things, but we are so afraid to do something different. Black folk are so afraid. And we'll talk about the Chinese going to Africa. We talk about this, that, and the other, but we're not doing anything. We have to move. We have to get up and do. We have to put things in place that's going to help you to sustain when you're there. Okay. I want to show you something else. Also, I'm getting ready to look into this too. I already got my land, right? But I want to show you something else that they're doing. And I'm like, you guys, we have to get busy. This is a place also, DIDI Estates in Africa, in the Gambia. And Julia's part, and I found out about this through Julia also. And I just want to show you, let me show you some of the houses that they're selling. Okay. I just want to show you guys what you can get because you're not going to find this here. Okay. I'm going to just show you what you guys can get. Make sure. And I would just want to put it up a little bit. Okay. Oh, shoot. Dang on it. It would go dead. It would go like that. It would do that, huh? Okay. This is another one. Can y'all see that? Okay. Now, this one right here is a 2-bedroom, which is what I'm interested in. And that house starts at 52,000. You put 25,000 down, which is $13,000, and your note is like 584. What do you think? Good idea or not? They also have another one. They've got a lot of 3-bedroom houses. Let's look at a 3-bedroom, okay, which is super nice. The Naffy, just really super nice. It's a 3-bedroom. Where are you going to find this here in America? It's a 3-bedroom. That one starts at 64. Okay. It tells you 64. You put 16 down, and your note is $700. Okay. I'm just trying to give you an idea of what some things that you can do. And you don't even have to do it this way. I'm just putting things out there. You can do it any kind of way you want to. But I know we're going to get on our topic, but I wanted to kind of touch here and there. You know what? I'm going to leave. I'm going to put a comment down here because I want us to have a group conversation. And if somebody wants to come on here, because when I get to talking about MLK, I know we're going to have some mean folk, mad folk. But I'm going to invite some people. I'm going to get you to copy. I want to copy the clip, you guys, okay? And then I want to come back over here and I want you guys to join me. If you want to join me, come on, join me. But I think that we're going to talk about MLK. We're going to talk about some things. And y'all seen the title, but I want to kind of get out, do some little house cleaning. You guys like and share as you come in. And I just kind of wanted to talk to you guys about this, just some land and some homes. And this is another home there, okay? And that is a 3-bedroom. And that thing is running 64,000 also with 16,000 down, okay? Some of you guys got, what, 5,000 for your taxes? Why not use that as a down payment? You guys get money every day. Don't tell me what you can't do. Black folk, we have $1.2 trillion as a whole. I'm just saying, you've got money. We have money. Stop doing your nails. Stop getting your hair done. Stop doing your toe. You can do your own pedicures and manicures, ladies. I'm just saying. We can do our own hair. I'm just saying. Okay, I'm right in mind. I'm just saying. But we can do this ourselves. We can do what we want to do. But some people just say, oh, we built America. We built this, so why are we running? Okay, we built a whole, now this is a 4-bedroom. I'm gonna just show a few. We built America. We built everywhere. Okay. We built all over the country. So why can't we enjoy a little bit of it? Now that house was just starting at 80,000. Okay, and that's about $900 a month. Okay, but I'm just trying to show you. I wouldn't go over there and spend that much. But now this is a two-bedroom apartment. This is a two-bedroom apartment. Look at this one. Okay, two-bedroom apartment. Let's call it Betty. Okay, and that thing is running 70,000. I don't know if you can get the whole thing, okay, or is it just I'm gonna still talk to him, and that's the two-bedroom apartment. I think you can get like the townhouse too, the two story. Now let me show you this. This is a two-bedroom, two-story. I think you can get something like that. Okay, these are nice. The Amy, okay, and that's running you 109. So I think that right there is, I don't know if you it's like two apartments together or what, but when I call the guy tomorrow, I'm gonna check and see because I am going to inquire about this, just because I want to know how how you do it and how much down and all that stuff. And the payments are easy payments. 25,000 now. You have a 10 years to pay it off. And who's to say that you can't pay it off earlier than 2 years? Okay, we can do that. But I have a question for you guys. Do you think Martin Luther King was an agent? Ooh. Do you think he was an agent? Anybody? I believe he was. I'm gonna tell you why. We are so used to the boule, right? The boule has the government has used the boule since forever to distract black people, right? The boule used W.E. Du Bois to distract Marcus Garvey, right? And when W.E. came on the scene, his job was to turn to get the money, the rich, the upper class black folks' money away from Marcus Garvey, right? Because he was trying to take everybody back to Africa and all this stuff, right? Their job is to keep black folks distracted. We have boule still um, around us today. Roland Martin, Obama, okay, Steve Harvey. A lot of the actors in Hollywood are the boules, right? And a lot of the boules are being used by white people to keep us distracted. You have a lot of politicians that are boules also that keep us distracted and keep us coming back to the Democratic Party. Okay. What's her name? Stacey Abrams. I believe she's a part of the boule. You have black folk that are dedicated Democrats. They're Democrats first and not black first. They're Democrats first. And their job is to keep black folk coming back. Why is it that we as black people have not? Why is it that we're not woke yet? Why is it that we keep doing stuff over and over and getting no results? Why is it that we keep voting for people that do nothing for us? Why is it now we had some people Biden? He's getting ready to bring what thousands, hundreds of thousands. But he bought hundreds of thousands of Afghans right back into America. Then he turned around. Now he's getting ready to bring in the Ukrainians, right? Do you not know that some of those Ukrainians are neo-Nazis? And do you not understand the neo-Nazis, how racist they are? Do you not understand the danger that we as black people will be in America, in America, more so than we are now? Do you guys understand that? Do you guys not understand what's coming across the water to us? Do you not understand? You think things were bad before. That fire getting ready to get turned up, y'all. Whether you believe it or not. Because what's coming now? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I believe that MLK was sent here for distraction because I keep telling people, I said the schools, we've had our own schools, we had our own countries, our own cities, we had our own hospitals, we had our own everything, right? Before 1963, we were doing good, right? We had our own cities, Black Wall Street, and some other cities, right? We had over 200 cities. Did you know that Central Park was a black city at one time? Okay, we had our own cities. So what we were doing so well, and those white folk, you don't think they saw how well we were doing? So they had to send somebody in there to distract us, to say, okay, y'all, we've been doing it this way, which was working. Why change it up and do it another way? Because we have been up under white folks since slavery, right? Welcome, Philip. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes, yes. Man, You ain't seen. You think we facing some white supremacy right now? These devils coming in here is neo Nazis. Okay, the most racist ever, and they do all kind of stuff. Gang members. Okay, but I ain't gonna talk about that. But let me just keep my thinking as far as MLK and why I do believe that he was an agent. We were doing really good, and go do your homework. If you don't believe me, do your homework. We were doing so good in 1963s and back that they saw us growing. We were growing. Cities was growing, right? What did they do? They sent in MLK to distract us, bring us back up under them, and we allowed them. Then we wanted to go to their schools. They act like they didn't, but for real, the bigger picture was for our children to go to their schools so that they can finish brainwashing our children, so that they can finish indoctrinating our children. Because guess what? They couldn't get to our young minds because we had our own schools, right? So when we closed our schools, we lost Black doctors, we lost Black nurses, we lost Black cities, we lost everything, right? If it was, in fact, a God's dream, do you not believe that we would have prospered instead of gone down? If MLK's dream was actually a God's dream, one, how you doing? Welcome. Want you guys to like and share as you come in and share, like and share. Do you not understand that anything that's a God's idea is going to be a growth, right? Did we grow? Have we grown? Have we moved an inch since we've come together with enemies? Have we done better by coming together with them? I think we were doing better by ourselves. We had trauma, but it wasn't this like, I mean, every day. You face trauma every day with them. You didn't face trauma every day if you were in your neighborhoods back in the day. Not every day, because you were around your own. We was growing. We was doing things. We was dependent on us, right? So when we came up under them, what happened? Now we're integrating. We're having babies by them. We mixing and mingling, which God told you not to. Read Deuteronomy 7. He said, don't even give your children to them. Didn't he? He said, because they're going to change your children's heart. Going to take their hearts away from him. And what are they doing? We're mixing and mingling, coming. He said, come from among, be ye separate, and learn not their ways. Did he not? What did we do? Came up under them, learning their ways, and we act just like them. When your sister Katanji, the judge, when they asked her if she was a woman, and when they asked her if she was a woman, she didn't answer because she knew if she answered the right way, which I would have answered, I'm a woman. You looking at her. I mean, you looking at it. You don't recognize a woman? You don't know the meaning of a woman? My thing was Katanji, I'm probably pronouncing her name wrong, but it don't even matter. If she had answered that question, she would have made the transgender mad, right? It's all about transgender now. This is where nasty, racist, Democratic America is going. When the Democrats in office, look at their history as far as when they're in office, they do all this transgender, homosexuality, same sex, everything is dealing with perversion, right? When Obama was in office, he was paid by George Soros, right? That's who backed his campaign, and he had to legalize homosexuality, right? You have to understand this. He didn't make president by itself. It was all pre-planned. We have to understand this hole is so deep and it's all perversion, all getting, this is why they have laws now where your children don't have to get your permission to have to take their sex change medication or whatever. It's a whole lot of stuff. Your kids don't need permission to take the vax. Your kids don't need permission to do a whole lot of stuff right now. Okay. But you still their parent. But you have to understand when we signed the birth certificate, we signed over our parental rights and gave America the parental rights of our children. This is why they can come in your home and take your children. Y'all don't like to read. We gotta do better. We gotta know your enemy. Because when you don't know your enemy, anything happens, right? So yes, they use MLK. I do believe that. And who don't believe me, who wants to go up against that? I got StreamYard right there. But I want us to stay on topic. Do you think that Martin Luther King was an agent? Yes, I believe he was an agent. He did a darn good job. And a lot of people 20, even 70 years later, don't even want to acknowledge that. They don't want to, it's not even 7 years. I'm just saying 50, 60 years later, don't even want to acknowledge that, yes, he was an agent. And yes, he took Black folk off course, brought them back up under enemies. And we've not done anything yet. We've not grown. We've not succeeded. We've not gotten ahead. We're still in the boat or worse boat than we was before we came up under them. And the whole plan was to get your child's mind. Because if you get our baby's mind, you can change their mind. You can change a whole society. If you get this right here, you can naturally, literally destroy a person or an individual or a child. And look at the schools. Where are the schools going? Where are the schools going? Look at the damnation. Look at the results of us allowing them to educate our children. What do you see? They'll have your children in school for 12 long years and they come out and can't read. Tell me why. Let me ask you another question. If the schools were in fact good for Black people, good for our children, do you really believe they would have schools, something that's going to educate, something that's going to promote, something that's going to help our babies to grow, something that's going to help our babies' self-esteem? Do you really believe that they would have a school for us to educate us if it was good? Nothing that they do for us is good. It's all for our demise. You have to understand, every time they do something, they do it for generations. Generationally, look at what they've done for 60 years, us being up under them. Look at the prison system. Look at the Black culture. Look at our families. Look at everything that we've done when we've connected with them. Look at the results. Nothing good comes to us from them. No good results comes to us when it comes to them. Everything they do to you and for you is for your demise. Biden dropped crack pipes in our neighborhood, right? For your demise. He so-called told us that he didn't want his children to go to school with our children. Thank God, little crackhead. He would have had our kids on drugs worse than what they was. But I'm just help me understand here. He didn't want his children to go to school with our children, right? But look at his son. Look at his son. I'm just saying. It's impossible to do it to us and it not come back to you. Abortion. Margaret Sanger. They say Margaret Sanger. They say Martin Luther King loved Margaret Sanger. Do you not know who she was? Hillary loved Margaret Sanger. She said that was her hero. Margaret Sanger was the one that came up with the Planned Parenthood. That was genocide to Black people. But this man that was supposed to be freeing Black folk loved a white supremacist woman that hated Black people and wanted to kill, genocide Black people by putting Planned Parenthood in our neighborhoods. They weren't in white folk neighborhood. They was in our neighborhood. Remember that? Remember back in the 80s, 90s, Planned Parenthood? You still got little clinics around. It's not so prevalent anymore, but you still have them. They was in the Black neighborhood. I'm just saying. That's why you got so much abortion now amongst white women. That's why they're not reproducing. Because what you try to do to us happens to you. Low birth rates. They're not able to have babies as prevalent as Black women. Everything is coming back to the basics of all Black. 2040, what did Biden say? They're going to be the minority. In 2060, they're going to be no more. It's going to be little mixed children because our Black men and our Black women have lost their damn minds and you are recreating another culture that's going to be racist toward Black people. This is why Biden bringing all these immigrants in here. He's trying to make it white again. He's really trying to do what Trump said he was going to do, make America white again. Biden is doing that, but not saying it. Trump's mouth was too big. That's why they had to get rid of him. His mouth was too big. He was telling all their secrets. All you had to do was listen. He was telling all their secrets. Biden is not saying that he's doing it. He's showing you, making America white again. And we are holding on for dear life to America like this. I'm holding on to this. See how tight I'm holding on to that pen? You can't even get that pen out of my hand, can I? You can't even get it out. Why? Because I'm holding on to this pen so tight. This is how we hold on to America, to a country that hates you. But you got a whole Black country over there, a black country. America wants Africa so bad because they know Africa's a now, but they'll tell you how bad it is. And you won't even go tell me how bad it is. You know what? You have white folk that's teaching us how to think, telling us what to think. I hear Black people say, oh, Trump this, Trump that. And I look at them, I say, what did Trump do to you? That's all I want to know. Tell me what he did. But I can tell you what Biden did to Black people. But they don't want to talk about that. They want, oh, Trump this, oh my God, we had to get Trump out of it. I said, why do you have to, why did we, and I don't believe in either party's going to do anything for black people. God told us not to, why is it that we as black folk need to have white supremacy on top of us anyway? You always feel like you got to vote for one or the other. Why do I want either one? Somebody came to me and said, which one is evil? I said, the devil and Satan. You tell me which one is evil. One is the devil and one is Satan. Which one is evil? Which one is more evil? Does it matter? Evil is evil. I've never seen where people say, well, what's more evil? Well, we got to get the more evil person out. Is there levels to evil? Evil is evil. So if you got one that's evil, the next one is evil. So what? This one, Biden has done more things to black people, and we can see his record. Trump didn't do anything to black people because everything that affected that he did for white folk, we were included. We got it. But everything that Biden does for white people, giving them a bag, you ain't getting no money. How much money you get? How much money has Biden give the Democratic Party, period? Look your history up. None. They've never given to black people. Everything they got given us came through giving it to like the civil rights. Okay, big deal. But now they're giving that to everybody else but us. They have laws on the book. It's called gaslighting. That they say, oh, we're going to go by these laws. George Floyd. Remember we were supposed to get the George Floyd bill? What happened? When y'all calmed down, they snatched it. Oh, we can't do it. What y'all going to do about that? You going to do anything about it? You're going to keep allowing the Black Caucus. They're supposed, May and November, Black Caucus is supposed to be voting. May and June, I think you're supposed to be voting now for Black Caucus seats to be replaced. I hope in your city you are concentrating and thinking about I don't care if you replace them with a dog. Get them out of those chairs. I don't care. Get them out of those chairs. Why do we leave people in office for 30 years that do nothing for you? We don't even expect people to do nothing, so we just leave them there indefinite. Why? Get them out. Don't you expect nothing? Just like the musicians. Their music is disgusting, and we'll continue allowing them to make their music, and we continue listening. Knowing, look at the result of their music to our, you know how many rappers died last year of suicide and overdoses and things? If their music was so positive, will they be dying, dropping like flies? Wasn't it over 200, 2,000 died last year? Somebody help me out. I know I'm probably got 200, 2,000. It was a lot of 200, I think, right? There was a lot of rappers that died, suicide last year. If their music was so good, why are they dying? What's going on? What's it attached to? We have to understand some things, family. We are too superficial. We don't go deep enough. We don't go deep enough. Why? I hope my live is okay. I didn't even check it on here. I'm going to ask you a question again. Was he sent? Was he sent? Was he an agent? What was he? Martin Luther King, what was he? People get mad when you tell truth. People don't want truth. I ain't never seen so many black folk that don't want truth. I ain't never seen it. I have never seen it before in my life. You try to tell black people anything and they get mad. Yes, he was an agent. And this is so sad that we never understood that. We didn't understand that. Why would we, or why would he force us to go to their shops and force us to spend money on them? Why? Why do you think? Why would you go into a restaurant and force somebody to take your money? Why would you force them to somebody that don't like you? That's just like you going to your enemy's house and eating behind your enemy. Are you serious? I'm going to go to somebody's house that I know don't like me and I'm going to sit at their table and eat? Are you crazy or just crazy? There's no way I would have been a part of that march. You're not going to spit on me and you're not going to slap me because I'm going to let you have it. I got a black restaurant over here that was working. That was the start of white supremacy mindset for us. He allowed us, he almost intentionally took us into another direction that he knew was a burning building. He said it out loud because I don't know if he grew a conscience at the end or what, but it was too late. Damage was done. And I think he knew it all the time, but he knew it was too late because people was ready to, he had already trained our thinking by then to want to hang out with white supremacy, to hang around with enemies, and then we start calling them friends. And then we stopped teaching our children how dangerous they were. So now we look in today and you have people saying, wow, they're still like that in 2022. They never changed. That's what I tell people. They never changed. They never changed. He was a traitor, Mr. Real. And to be sellouts, yes. But they were always sellouts. He didn't teach it. They were W.E. Du Bois, the Boule. They're sellouts, all of them. Steve Harvey, a sellout. You have to understand the Boule. He was part of the Boule. And those are the ones, those are black people that white supremacy work with. Candace Owens. Okay. Boules. All of your black caucuses are Boules. Those are the type, you have two different, I keep telling y'all, we have two different type of black folk. Boules. And then we have real black folk like myself that's really trying and wanting to see a difference with black people. But you have the Boules that's always going to have that white supremacy mindset. And what really bothers me is when we try to attempt to get free and you got black folks saying, well, why should we build another Black Wall Street when they going to do nothing but burn it down? I don't care. Keep building it. They burn that one, build another one. They burn that one, build another one. And they burn that one, you have some security and you wait on their behinds for the next time. You feel me? And you light their behinds up. Come over here if you want to. We're not bothering you. You stay it over there, you keep it over there, and we're going to keep it over here. I do believe that it's time for us to separate. I do believe that more and more black people, if you're going to stay here in America, you need your own to get together, because right now they got us so scattered abroad that you're going to die. If you need some food and you're scattered among white folk, do you really believe that they're going to give you a slice of bread? If we are together in a collective whole, we can help each other that way. And I'm not talking about the Boulets. I'm talking about black folk that have a heart for black people. We can get land. You can get land and start developing amongst sound-minded, sane-minded people that think like you, that have a heart for black people. You guys can start now buying up land. You can go to land sales. Land sales cost maybe $1,000, maybe $500. You can get land at those tax sales, and they cost much of nothing. So put your taxes together. You just got $5,000 in taxes. Go do a land sale. Should be April next month. You start going to your city. Okay, go to City Hall and you'll look up the tax sales. You call them and ask them in your city, when is the tax sales? You can go and buy land for $500. Get you an attorney. They're going to clear it for you. And so I would have maybe about $1,000, $1,500, because you'll have to have money to pay for closing and for him to do research on the land. So I would get an attorney to help you with the land. So don't just purchase land and not do the you got to check to make sure ain't no liens on the land. Okay, so you check with your taxes. You can buy land and you can start. You and a couple other. I think you had a couple brothers that put some money together and bought some really nice plot of land. You can start doing that. You got to start somewhere, family, because right now they know what they're doing. They have black folks spread out amongst everybody. We think it's a come up to stay around all white folk. And then when they, when it is a black city, a black culture, they have, you got drugs in the neighborhood. Keep it clean. You're gonna have a city, and you ain't got to tell white folk we ain't have no white folk in our city. You ain't got to say that. Don't say that out loud. They don't tell you what they doing out loud. They just do it, right? But you know what they doing, right? Because when we come around white folk, what they do? White flight, right? So did they ever integrate with us? Never. Never. It's always been segregation. We're the only ones that think that they're integrating with us. They're not integrating with you, because when you come to their neighborhood, they run the hell away, don't they? They run. I got to love my people. I'm here to help. I love me. You know what? I think I hear what you're saying, but I make a whole lot of folk uncomfortable. I make a whole lot of coons uncomfortable by my talk. But I am trying to help us to think about the future. White folk do stuff generationally. White folk do stuff generationally. They don't do stuff and it happens tomorrow. We got to get this out of our mindset that Dr. Umar working on a black school and he should have had it up yesterday. Why can't he take 5 years to get his school right? He has a whole building. Why can't it take him 5 years to get it together? Why he got to do it today? Do it right. If it's stuff in the school that needs to be fixed, fix it. I have no judgments for my brother. I see him doing. So, what makes me mad is when black folk who talk about him who ain't doing jack nothing, but you got your nerves to put your mouth on somebody else who's trying. I ain't got nothing to say. My thing is, what are you up to do? Everybody got their part. Everybody has their part. Everybody. And I am looking for a name to call the foundation. I'm doing this new foundation, and I kind of touched on it a little bit as far as black boys, men from 13 to 25. That's what I think I'm going to, who wants to be trained to have their own business, who wants to understand, even if they come to classes, even for my babies, 13, 14, 15, 16, come to class, understand that you can have your own. I want to change this, but black people don't want to be inconvenienced to do anything different. We know these schools are dangerous for our children. We know that they weren't good for our children, but what are we doing to change it? Xavier, I interviewed him. He's a black guy in New York, the school of Xavier School. He's a black man in New York that has his black school, and black folk won't even go. You could go virtually. You could do homeschooling. We'll do anything right now. But you got to do something. You got to start now. Generationally, we cannot leave this world for our children to straighten it out. But I do believe that it's going to be our children, because it's going to be our children. I could look at my granddaughter, and I could look at, the generation before her, the 18-year-olds now, the 21-year-olds now, the 25-year-olds now, that are tired of what we're seeing. And I do believe it's going to be that generation of the ones at 13, 14 now, that's going to be the ones that's going to change this world. I do believe that. I believe it's time. Now it's time. Dr. Umar was talking about whatever you wanted for the next two years, you can have it. I do believe that. Put it out there, put it in the universe, what you guys do. Write your plan and write your vision and make it plain. Put it in your heart what you want. Put it on paper what you're trying to do. Have a collage. A collage is a big board where you have your dreams, what you want to do. I have the vision. I started the land. I got my land. Now I'm going to get some more. I'm going to get property. I was even thinking about getting some more land for $1,000. Oh my God. I want some more. Right now is the time. Africa's now. It's $1,000. I just showed you guys that on Julian. I just showed you guys that $1,000 for land in Africa. Why are we not jumping on that? Tell me now. Tell me why. We should be jumping on that, and we're not. Hold on, I want to make sure my live is good. Okay, so why are we jumping on that land? Blackset. I just showed you a land for $1,000. Some of you guys got $1,500. You got $2,000, $5,000 from your taxes. Why aren't you preparing to leave? You right? Unitas, you're right. People better get it before it's too late. $1,000 for a plot of land. I'm gonna show you again, family. I'm gonna show you again. I'm gonna show you again. This is Blackset. I'm gonna show you again. Look at that. What did I tell you? Y'all see that? How much is that? Bursara. $1,000. Okay. I'm going to show you, if you're interested in it. I have her information, and I'm not saying, if this is something you want to do, here's her information. And it is home info. Hold on. Let me see. It's info at Blacksit, BLAXITHOME.com. Info at BLAXITHOME.com. That is her, and you can write her and ask her about Bursara, and that's ask her about the $1,000 plots at Bursara. Okay, that is Julia's information. If you are interested in Blacksid information, she has $1,000 plots of land, and you can step out and get your own land. I'm just trying to come up with some ways to help us to get ahead, because I'm telling you what, white folk, they're buying it up. They'll tell you it's dangerous, but guess who's there? They are, to keep you out, and you're listening to them. Every time white folk open their mouth, they lying. You ought to get that in your heart. You ought to know them by now. We have dealt with them for so long. You should know how they operate. They are liars. Who's their fathers? Put in chat who their daddy is. Let me see if y'all know who white folk daddy is. Who comes to kill, steal, and destroy? Whose attributes are those? That's their attributes, right? Everything they touch, they destroy. Everything they touch, they kill. Everything they come in contact with, they kill, steal, and destroy, right? Whose attributes is that? The devil's, right? Those are his children. God has his children, and the enemy's got his children. Thank you, Mr. Real. Thank you. Welcome. Like and share as you guys come in. Like and share, please. Those are his attributes, and those are his children. Why do you think, who could sit up there and cut a baby out of a pregnant woman's stomach and the baby fall on the ground, you stomp the baby's head? Who could actually burn a person alive? Who could actually shoot a man 100 times and say, because he had a gun, I had to kill him? Dylan Wolf had a whole AR-15 in his hand and lived. So we as Black people, they've gotten you convinced that every time they come around you, you're supposed to die. Because they'll tell you he had a gun. I don't care I don't care if he had a grenade. How many white folk I done told y'all? I did several shows on one white man shot at police 200 times and he still lived and was arrested, but he lived. But then Jacob Blake walking away from the police. Oh, he was going toward a gun. You don't know what he was going toward. He was trying to get away from y'all. That's what he's trying to do. But you had to show Jacob Blake, his children. You had to put fear in his children. So every time his children see a police, they're going to have fear, right? Fear is terrible. Fear. That's why they put it on TV, showing Black folk his shooting over and over. Anytime a Black man died by police, they put it on TV over and over and over and over. I don't even watch TV. I'm not going to put that in my spirit because I'm going to tell you what. Y'all better know what you need to be doing right now. You better have your leaf blowers with you. You better have your Twixes with you for what's coming. Sit up here being a Black man in America, you ain't got your Twix with you. Shame on you. Because the neo-Nazis coming in this country right now. Ukraine is full of them. You think these racists will fight over here? They terrible over there. I met a girl from Turkey. My husband was getting his phone in crickets. He was fixing his phone. And she's from Turkey. And I asked her, where you from? She said, I'm from Turkey. I said, what y'all hear about Black folk in Turkey? She said, man, when I came here, I was so scared of Black people because they told us and showed us that you guys were dangerous. You guys were murderers. You guys were this, that, and the other. I said, and now you found out. She said, yeah, I used to date them. She said, it's all I date Black men now. I said, why? She said, because I found out they were lying. Yes, they lie. They lie on, but they don't show anything about their children on TV. Around the world, they got Black folk looking crazy. All kind of crazy. They don't show anything that their children do. They don't show a 14-year-old white girl who was shooting at police. They don't show the 12-year-old, that little white boy that was shooting at police. They don't show Dylan Roofs. They didn't show Kyle Rittenhouse. Everybody had an excuse why it was okay, why he got off. He should have had his ass in jail. Kyle Rittenhouse, his mama, whoever gave him the gun, whoever drove him across the state line, all of them connected, should have been in jail. If that was a Black family, the mama, the daddy, Kyle Rittenhouse, everybody would have been in jail, right? Yeah. What about Atiana Jefferson, that police officer Aaron who shot Atiana? Why is he not in jail? Why are we still waiting two or 3 years later for their trial? We should be having an uproar about that. Why is Peter Spencer, one of our Jamaican brothers? I don't care if he's Jamaican, that's still your brother. All this is blackity black. And they're going to, God, people, we're going to have to get them straight. But right now, that's our brother. He was shot 9 times by what? Frenemies. People, a man that he worked with who took him hunting. You don't go nowhere with white folk by yourself. And it's 5 of them and 1 of you. Okay? He ended up coming up dead because he was trusting frenemies. People that he thought was his friends. He was meeting all his little worker at work. He went hunting. You know, he ain't hunting in no damn Jamaica. What are you going hunting with them folk for? Probably didn't have a gun. What are you going hunting with them for? So he went hunting. He got shot 9 times. They said self-defense. How do you shoot somebody 9 times self-defense? I did a story on that. How do you shoot somebody 9 times self-defense? And they got away with it. That right there, Black folks should have been at those men's houses. They should have been in uproar. We should be in an uproar when stuff like that happens. We don't do nothing. We sit up there because it's not happening to us. What if it would happen to you? What if it would happen to you? Black folks should have been up in uproar about at that police station. Black folks should have been up there at that police station asking for justice for this brother. And we don't move. We did nothing. 9 times he got shot. Self-defense. How do you Self-defense? Okay. All right, self-defense. I'm just saying. Aren't you tired of being treated like this? Aren't we tired of being treated like animals? They're not treating you like animals in Africa. People say, well, Africans don't like you. Black folk here don't like you. So what? So what? Black folk here don't like you. You got a better chance of living there than you do here. I'm so sick of black folk making excuses why you don't want to move. Chinese taking your inheritance. White folk going over there taking your inheritance, buying up that land for $1,000. You sit up here talking about what? We built this. We built everywhere. We built it all because we was here first. So y'all stop. We wouldn't build America if we weren't forced to be over here. Let them build their own stuff. Then you had black folk going to Ukraine fighting. Y'all dummies. Who is that stupid? You had a black man from Detroit. Go to Detroit and fix that water problem. You want to go to Ukraine and fight somebody. Go fix that water problem you got in Detroit. Going over there and they wouldn't even let your brothers, African brothers, out of the country, and you going up there fighting for them. What is wrong with us? Please help me understand. Please help me. Please. Please help me. Please help me. I can't deal with y'all black folk. I can't deal with y'all sometimes. I'm telling you, we trust in the wrong folk. We trust in the wrong people, family. We trust in the wrong people. We are trusting the wrong people. Stop trusting people that, even though they look like us, if their message don't sound right, because I was born, when Martin Luther King was, I heard about him when I was little, and I asked my mom, I said, why would black people go and force people to take their money they didn't want you in their restaurants? Why would you want to eat after them? I couldn't understand that. I still don't understand it. I don't want to, if I go in a restaurant now and I see all white and it'd be, maybe I'll be traveling and it's all white. I tell them, I don't eat there. I don't eat there. I don't trust them with nothing. I don't trust them. I'm not going to call frenemies. People, white folk are not your friends. And you sleeping in the bed with them, they're not your friends. Because that woman, white woman, know that all she got to do is say you hit her and your ass is going to jail. You ain't got to even hit her. Just look like you. Just all she got to do is start the tears. Call the police, you going to jail or die. And she knows that. What about that little boy who's he was dating this little white girl? And I guess him and the little white girl got into it. She was a mixed child. Him and the little white girl, mixed girl, got into it. And the mama called the cops on the boy. They went up to the school and shot the boy. Remember that? And they shot him. And he was in the bathroom, one of his friends. They went in the bathroom and shot and killed that boy. Do you understand me? And that woman said, oh, if I had known. Bitch, you knew. Don't tell me if I had known. You knew. You knew. If you had known what? But I'm going to tell you what, that wouldn't have been my child, because I'd have whooped up on her, honey. I'd have went to jail for her. I'm telling you, we got to stop all of this. Oh, it's okay. No, it's not okay. It's going to be okay when I show her what I'm working with. Well, you want to call the police on my son? Now my son is dead. And you living a happy life with your daughter? Boy, we need to stop. People say, oh, Cassie, you should say. I'm going to say what I want to say. And what? This freedom of speech. I'm sick of black folk being so damn scared. Why are we so scared? What's wrong with us? Why are we so scared? What are you scared of? If you're so scared, go. Let's leave. Why are we sitting here waiting to die? We are dying. People say, well, if you go over there, you're going to die. Well, you dying here. Do we not understand that? You are dying in America. Go over there and buy you some land. You have success stories over there. Success stories. Pick a place. You don't like it, pick another place. Start somewhere. You have gifts within you. Black men, you have gifts within you. Start your own business. Start it now. Take it over there. Some of you guys can fix computers. Some of you guys can fix cars. Some of you guys can build. Some of you guys can do concrete roads. Some of you guys have gifts. You can teach these young boys. You can build furniture, teach them young boys over there. Excuse me, teach them young boys over there and start a furniture, building furniture over there. You can do anything. You here not even using your gifts working for white folk. Some of you guys can cook. Y'all working at McDonald's for white folk. Get out and get your own business. Put it in South Africa, an American business in South Africa, an American food. Put your food, your chicken, and all the good. Because you got a lot of white folk, black folk in South Africa that's wanting some fried chicken, wanting some greens, wanting some, mac and cheese. They looking for that and can't find it. Where you at? You could bake cakes. Why are you still here? Start small. One little black girl, she had Jamaican, start cooking. This is a young girl, 19, start cooking Jamaican food. End up getting her truck and doing really well. I'm just saying. Come on, family. This is our time. We can have whatever we say. We can have whatever we say. We have to get out all of this MOK stuff, all of this was in order to take us out from where we were. It was a distraction. Take us away from our blackness, because we was getting too black for them. Eventually, we was gonna come up, and they knew it. How do you stop a person from coming up? You start educating their children, right? And then you start teaching their children that they're nothings. You start teaching their children that we're better than you. We start teaching their children our American history and not your black history, not your black culture. We start teaching you how to hate you. We start teaching you how to hate you. And we can change a whole generation. Look at our children now. They hate to be black. Look at our men. Look at our women. We're going to need each other, black man and black woman. We better come back together. You are allowing white folk we are allowing them to teach us, to show us how to think about us. Why are we allowing, taking their mindset? And now they got us hating each other. You know how a cat is so sneaky? Or you know how them kids will throw the rock and or you'll do something to somebody and you look away? That's them. They'll have one white person to come in the midst of black folk and tell you, you know them black men hate you. You know them black men ain't about this, and them, you know them black, and in the black group, they telling the black men, you know them black women, they all about they stuff and they selfish and they ain't this and they ain't that. You got one white person spreading a lie. And we hear it and we run with it. Just like we said, well, Africans don't like us. Black folk don't like you here. Don't stop you from being here, do it. Don't stop you from growing here, do it. But at least you have $1,000, you can get you some land. I don't care if you don't like me or not. I got some land. I got me a plot of land for $1,000. I am really thinking about going to get me some more of that land. I'm serious. I am really thinking about getting me some more of that land. I'm serious. I am so serious. You guys don't know how serious I am. I'm just saying. I am just saying. I am really thinking about $1,000. Really? I'm thinking about going to get me some land in Bussorah. It's in Bussorah, Gambia, Bussorah. Black cities doing it for $1,000, a plot of land. Who don't have $1,000? Didn't y'all just get y'all tax? You didn't save $1,000? I'm just saying. I don't want to be here all day. I just want us to think. And I want us to start recognizing black folk that's coming to us. Because I'm going to tell you what, the Democratic Party is going to come up with something for you to reelect them. They ain't done nothing for you in the last, year and a half? They ain't done nothing for you. But closer toward time to vote, Biden going to come up with something. I don't know what, but he's going to come up with something. And black folk going to love him again. We forget easy. He didn't treat you like a dog. He didn't treat us, slapped us in the face. We didn't turn the other cheek. He slapped you on that one. Now we turn another one. He's going to slap you on that one. We're going to keep on turning our face. How many times you going to keep doing this? And they slap you. You turn the other. They slap you. How many times we going to do that? You ain't finna slap me for free. I'm just saying. You ain't finna put your hands on me for free. Not without a fight. I was terrible. I was a little terrible. I fight anybody. I was terrible. I'm so glad I'm delivered. But guess what? I know how to pull her out when I need her. You're not going to make a fool out of me because I'm not going to let you. I'm one of them black folk. Okay? I worked with some white folk. And I tell them in a minute, I'm not one of them. I'm not one of them yeses. Yes, ma'am. That's not me. So they understand what I mean when I say that. They say, Cass, you don't like nobody white. I don't trust you. I don't, it's not about me not liking them. I don't trust them. There's a big difference. So I don't hang around people I don't trust. I don't have nothing to do with people I don't trust. I don't even want to talk to you because I don't trust you. Because I know every time you talk, you're lying. So what can you say to me? It's a lie. So why do I want to hear what you got to say? You're lying. So we have to understand, we have to start recognizing black folk that come around us that tell us, yeah, it's okay, keep voting for the Democratic Party. We're getting there. Well, damn, how long is it going to take us to get there? Ask them, how long is it going to take to get there? What have we, show me where we've gotten. Show me the steps on getting and where we going and how long it's going to take for us to get it. We've been voting for them how long? And we still ain't got none. They've not given us money for anything over all these years. But everybody else, China, we can't even get Pacific Islanders, Afghanistan, Ukraine, everybody come here to get. Everybody except you. But we'll have no lawsuits for them, huh? Where are my attorneys? We should be filing some lawsuits. They literally came over here and didn't have to be vaxxed. But you have black folk that lost their jobs who didn't get vaxxed, right? But they allowed them crackers in here, them devils, in America, and didn't have to be vaxxed. Where are the lawsuits for that family? Where are my attorneys at? See, this is what I'm saying. If you're going to take up law, you should. I know I got an attorney out there that can file some lawsuits for this stuff is happening. You when the Pacific Islands got money and we didn't, should have had a lawsuit. When them black farmers got that money, them white folks filed a lawsuit, right? Them black farmers didn't get that money. They didn't get it. Them white farmers filed a lawsuit, said, no, that's discrimination. You can't do it. And they didn't. They stopped it. But guess what? Pacific Islanders get money. Ain't no lawsuit. China's got a hate bill and a crime bill, right? And some money, right? The Jews get money for stuff that don't even happen here, right? Ukraine, Afghanistan, 5 people that got money and you still ain't got nothing. And then I seen somebody today in Phil Scott. I love him. I love him. Seen somebody say black folk we don't need reparations. Speak for yourself, dummy. I'll take yours. That's what I told him. You sit this one out, sign yours over to me, and I got it. Seriously. You say you don't need it. Stay out this conversation then. Why are you here? You don't believe you need reparations, why are you here? You can sign yours over to me, I'll take it. If you tell me that you don't need reparations, sign yours over to me, and I'll take it. Because I got some things I'd love to do with it. Because I'm setting up things for my retirement this year. I'm putting things in place. Everything I do is going to come back to me green. So y'all can sit here if you want to. In Diane, America, this place is done, family. $1,000 for land. $1,000 for land. $1,000 for land. $1,000. Who's in? Who's in? Anybody? Y'all start. Don't let the devil talk you out of your blessing. You got Chinese over there getting your money, getting your land. You got the Indians over there getting your land. Afghanistan's now. Ukrainians getting your land. And you sitting up here holding on to nothing. You can't even get a car. You can't get. Me and my husband was trying to redo our house, right? And we was asking for, some equity out, right? And we wanted a certain amount to do. And they told me we can do half of that. Why? This is our money for our house. You gonna tell us what we can't get? I said, we was white, we'd be able to get it all. If we was white, we'd be able to get every dime. But you gonna tell us what we can't have? I'm so sick of them acting like they got it like that. You don't have it like that. I will call you to the carpet. Oh, well, Miss. No, I don't know. But I do know that others can refinance and get what they need. And you're gonna tell us we can't. I'm sick of them. I'm sick of them. For me, I'd like to sell it and keep moving. That's what my dream would be, to sell my house and to keep moving, to take that money and to start over there. That's my dream. Now, what's yours? Start putting things in place, family, to be able to do what needs to be done. Have you a way of an escape? Have you a way of an escape? Makes no sense for you to see that it's falling around you and you still not preparing. I hear people, I hear people say, God gonna take care of me. But you remember David, no, Joseph in the Bible? He prepared him, right? He said, you're gonna have 7 years of famine. No, you're gonna have 7 years of blissfulness. And then he said, you're gonna have 7 years of famine. He said, during the 7 years of blissfulness, I want you to store extra up for those 7 years of famine that you're gonna get. If Joseph had not have done it, Joseph would have died. He prepares you for everything before trauma happens. He prepares you for it. He prepares you for it. This is preparation time. And we're still sitting there. Talking about God got me. Yeah, he gonna get you right in the grave. Yeah, he gonna get you right in the grave. And you're gonna come up to him and you're gonna say, and then you're gonna ask him, why didn't you help me? He said, Cassie told you when you was looking at her live. Did you not hear her? She told you to store up. She told you to buy your own land. She told you to get the hell out of America. She told you. What did you do? God got me. I do got you now. I got you right now. I got you. I got you. I got you. But that ain't the way that's not the way he want to get you. He wants you to listen. Faith without works is dead. Ain't that what they say? Faith without works is dead. Where's your work behind you telling me I want to get out of America? Where's your works? I have land. I'm telling you, land for $1,000 through Blacksit. I gave you the information. Rewind the tape. Blacksit land. Info@blacksit.com, right? Was that it? Info@blacksit.com. Land for $1,000. Busra. That's what's called Busra. 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 In Gambia. I'm going to get me some more land. The more I say it, the more I want some more. I'm going to get one more plot. I got one plot. I'm going to get another one. That's $1,000. 500 and 500. I'm done. Y'all can sit there if you want to. I'm just saying. What you gonna do? You gonna go get you some? Or you gonna sit there and hold on to a country that's dying? They're trying to starve your behinds right now. He done already told you it's a food shortage. Ain't no food shortage in Africa. That is the now. That is the land of the milk and honey. And if you don't get there, they got cows and animals walking the streets. You get hungry. I know one of them natives know how to kill one of them animals. You think I won't pay him to kill me one of them cows? You think I won't? You think I won't kill me one of them cows? Hey, come over here. I'm gonna pay you $100 to kill that cow right there and chop them up for me so we can put them in my freezer so we can eat. They know how to do that. You see any cows walk around here in the street when you get hungry that you can go and grab up and kill? Go on somebody's land and get one of them cows you want to. In Africa, they walking free. They don't belong to nobody. They belong to God. He said we could eat. Got fruit, mangoes laying on the ground. What a fruit laying on the ground here at? Come on, family. Come on, who's in with me? Come on, y'all. Let's go get some land. I'm begging y'all. Come on, $1,000. We can do it. $1,000, family. Blackseed at info@blackseed.com. We got to go get some of that land. What you say? You ready? I'm calling her tomorrow to get my land. And I'm going to show you the other piece of paper. I already showed you the first piece of paper of my land. I'm going to get some more. Y'all can sit here if you want to. I'm just saying. I'm going to have 2 plots. I got 2 kids, and a grandbaby that I'm going to leave land to. The first plot was going to my granddaughter. I already told her you can't get rid of it. The next one is going to be for my next daughter. And then I might get some more. I haven't decided. I'm just saying. I've been here too long. I'm done. I do believe that he was an agent. And I believe that he knew what he was doing. And he was used by the government. And I do believe that that's why he died. I'm okay. I do believe that. You're not going to tell me that he didn't die. Because he wasn't an agent. When you play with fire, you get burned. And he got burned. And that's why he died. You don't get in the bed with them and think you're going to get out with no fleas. All right, family, I'm gone. I hope you thought about what I said. I'm out. I'll see you probably next Sunday because it looks like Sundays are good days for me. And we'll talk later. Peace, family.